Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, back in December, we did a webinar called Making Change, How to Make 2024 Epic. And then that turned into a podcast episode right at the end of the year around Christmas time. And one of the challenges that we gave to make 2024 epic was to define your role as a husband or a father or a friend. And it's something that we do inside the Kinetic Man Mastermind. And we have an exercise that we go through. It's called the Roles PDF exercise. And I wanted to share that with you that can hopefully give you some ideas and thoughts towards defining your role and becoming better in 2024. So I'm going to share my screen here, and it's going to bring up this family roles PDF. But first, I'm going to bring up the PowerPoint presentation that we gave on the webinar. And this is the challenge for 2024 that we gave out. It says define your role as a husband, as a father, as a friend. And then you could also make a 2024 bucket list, do something hard this year, do something fun this year, and something to give. And then also create boundaries. Maybe write out something that you're not going to do this year. But back to the role of a husband, a father, a friend. This is the roles PDF that we use inside the Connect Man Mastermind. And I'm going to go through this exercise and just use one example of something that I wrote down and something that I've done. That's if you ask my wife, helped in the role of communication as a husband to her. But it says consider your role in your priority relationships. So step one in our Kinetic Man Mastermind real paradigm is reflect. So we define and discuss the importance of visions, values, and purpose in the Kinetic Life Circle. For family, we discuss the roles that we play, son, daughter, husband, wife, father, mother. Pick three roles in a specific area. So in this case, we're going to talk about being a husband. So the roles of a husband that I've reflected on, that I feel are a friend to my wife, a servant leader to my wife, and a lover to my wife. And so that's what I wrote down in this first section of reflect, the roles I play, friend, servant leader, and lover. So next, what we do is define those. And no kidding, we go to the dictionary and we define what those mean. Words are important and definitions are important. So uh, I just went to the dictionary and I'm just going to use this first example of friend, being a friend to my spouse. So in the dictionary, it says a friend is a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of natural affection, exclusive of sexual or family relations. So what does that mean? I reflected on that a little bit more, and to be a friend, to be someone who is known, you have to communicate. You have to communicate well and get to know each other. And so for me, we've been married 15 years. I feel like we know each other really well, but we can always get better. And something that I'm not very good at, and I think most men aren't, is just communication. I know women in general need communication. They want to talk to their spouses. And so, over the 15 years that we've married, I've gotten worse and worse in that scenario. So I know that I need to be better in that area. So I wrote down communication. To account for that, I have to spend time in communication. And no kidding, for me, I'm a calendar junkie. I live by the calendar, so I no kidding put stuff on the calendar. And so I wrote down in my calendar. This is the action step that I did was I wrote down a weekly check-in. And so there's a block on my calendar, and I'll show it to you in a second, but it says check-in. And so what does that mean? That means it could be a number of things. That could be just a text in the middle of the day, just to see how you're doing, right? Hey, how's the day going? Or maybe it's just a quick, hey, I love you, thinking about you right now. Or maybe it's just a phone call if you have a chance to give a call and then just do a check-in. I also put something on my calendar every night, and that's just talk time. We both put the kids to bed, and after the kids go to bed, we try to stay up and just spend some time in communication, talk about how the day went, what's going on in our lives, and we try to talk about stuff that's deeper than just like the calendar, the kids, and things like that. We talk about conversations that we've had at work. We've talked about conversations that we have in our mastermind group. And it's just a good time to just connect in the evening after the kids go to bed. So that's no kidding on my calendar. It's just a daily reminder that pops up to tell me to be intentional about communicating with my spouse. So here's my calendar. Um, and this is being recorded on January 5th. So this is, the week of that first week in January here. And you'll see at the very top here on this block, it's a check-in, it's a task. I put a task on my calendar to do a check-in, a weekly check-in with my spouse. And then at night, it's a daily reminder. I wrote down read a book or talk time with Crystal. And that's just a daily reminder. Hey, spend some time in communication with your spouse. And so, what does that look like for you? What roles do you play in your life? If you want a copy of the PDF, that exercise that we go through, you can get a copy for free. You can go to or send us an email. Send us an email at takeaction@thekineticman.com. Again, the email is takeaction@thekineticman.com. You can put subject roles or family roles and ask for that PDF download. We'll send that to you in an email for free. And take some time and go through that exercise. It's really, really powerful. It really helps you define the roles that you play and put action steps to those roles. So I did that for friend. I did that for servant leader. I did that for lover in the husband role. For dad, I put down again servant leader, teacher, role model, provider. What are those roles that you define as a father? And then you can do that for friend, you can do that for son. There's so many different roles that you play in your life, and you can define those and then put action steps to those to become better in those areas of your life. So if you do that in 2024 early on, and then no kidding, put action steps, put stuff on the calendar, I guarantee you'll become a better man, a better husband, a better father, a better friend this year. Take action. Send us an email takeaction@thekineticman.com. See ya.